Hi and welcome back to the tutorial how to reskin Flappy 3D code. So now we will change user interface buttons in the code. So first thing that you need is to go to find existing buttons here in the code. They should be located here. Resources, GUI, graphics. And here are all the graphics that are used in the game for user interface. Now you go to your folder where you have your own graphics and just drag them into the project. Now Unity will import all the graphics, and we will have to adjust them a little bit so that they are usable in our game. As you can see here, all the current buttons are set as sprites with pixel units as 1, pivot center, filter mode billionaire, max size 2048. The images that we are importing will have different settings here. As you can see, it is texture with all different things. So what we do now, we just select all, set to sprite, put here 1, put here 2048, and hit apply. Now the Unity will create sprites for the code, and we will be able to replace them. Now you must find here in this window these, I don't know how to call them, but main menu buttons. These are all separate screens where all the buttons will show up. You can see how they are looking in the game. So, and now we will just replace the images you see here, and then we click here, and we should see, yes, here is the new button, and that's it. And we have change it yes. Next we take magic button, which is the game store button, and now I don't see buttons here. So what I do now is I check store button that I have, and I compare it with the store button that is here, and it looks similar. And here is the thing that is different. As you can see, format here is in true color, but for me this button, it's compressed, and it gives us a warning. So I select all again, put it to 16 bits and apply. And we wait while it go through changes, and now let's check again. And now we have all the buttons here. So, and we can go and replace them. As you can see, replace more games button. Sometimes if you can't find your button, but you know its name, you just write it up here, and it makes really easy to find it. So, and now we can see, wow, the game center button is enormous, and it is just too big. That is probably because it is made way too big. That's better. Other option is you just create smaller leaderboard button. Yeah. Yes, and this is how we change buttons here. The easiest part is to change images for main menu. One thing that if your main menu buttons, you can make them in different shape and size, but you will have to adjust the box collider settings as well, because that is the place where on the screen player will put his finger, and if you have like square buttons or rounded buttons, at the moment the box collider is like this. As you can see, it's the similar like the button size, but if you have square buttons, your button will be like a square, but even if player will hit like here where there will be no button, it will still trigger the button. So you have to change settings here. If you have like 100 times 100 pixel button, then you just set like 100 and you will have this box collider with the same size. So now we will change the buttons in the other screens of the game. Now we go to the score, and this still has the notes. We will have to replace them as well. As we go through menus, we have to replace all the buttons. This is in-app purchase pop-up with the special offer. We take the special offer image and replace it. We need to have the image like this. These both images are not used, I believe so, but I'm not 100% sure, so I just will put images there as well, just to be sure. So this is also set. Now we go here. This is the store screen, which you cannot see here, but we will just replace the buttons now. We don't replace this one because this is not used. Here you will have to change your in-app purchase IDs, but we will move on that later. But now we just replace the images for the shop. Okay, now we have changed the graphics for the store. To check them, we just go here, press play, and click shop. As we can see, the graphics are changed, but still we have this note here, and the notes here as well. Once we finish changing all the graphics, I will show you where to change those as well. So now we move on and change the graphics on game over screen. We change the text here that is shown once we die. It will ask us if we want to continue the game for 25 notes. I will put here shrooms, because my character collects mushrooms. If your character collects coins, bananas, apples, or anything else, you just put it here. Like for apples, bananas, and coins. I want to change the font, and I can do it here. You can do it as well. You can put there any font you like. You just have to add the font to the project in the same way like you add the graphics. Just drag it in and then choose from the fonts that you have in the project. This, you don't need to change this button because it's not used at the moment. We will change Game Center icon, and because I had it really big, I will just reduce its size. This button is the end button. If player not want to continue, he just presses end, and that's all. And he is taken to the main menu. If player has enough shrooms collected, or he has bought a lot of them, he can just press yes and continue the game. So we have changed all user interface buttons, but we still need to change those buttons that are in the store. Let's just run a quick test and see if the buttons are changed. We have them. Whoa. And this is something that we don't need here. And the way how to get it seen is we just go through. Probably I just put something, the wrong image somewhere. Here. Here should be storyline, and it is this button. Yep, and this is because I have put this here just so that the players see in which window they are currently are on. You can make it much nicer. It's up to you. So, but anyway, this is the reason for this image. As you notice, we are still in the game, and any changes that you are making while you are still in the game will not be saved. That's why we just pause the game, click this storyline again, and change the image. So now we move on, and since we have all that set up, we launch the game again. Go to shop, and now we will change these nodes. First of all, we have to find them. So we, up here in the hierarchy window, we just put in node, and as you can see, here are the meshes that are not changed. This one I have already changed because it says mushroom 05, but for the ones that is not changed, it says cylinder. And here are a description where it is located. So what we will do now is the first thing, we just select all nodes that do not have new mushroom mesh set on them. We will just set it. Okay, now we go back, launch the game, and go to the shop. As you can see, the mushrooms are really small. And what we want to do is make them bigger. Okay, as you can see here, these first nodes are in gray here. That is because they are not used anywhere. They are from environment 5, which is not used in the game. This is the node that we have here, but it is quite small, so we will just know that it's in the environment. Here is one that we have in the store. It says quad nodes button. And scale is enormous. So now we have to, we don't see it because it's in wrong rotation. Now we will just set it big enough so that you can see properly. So it looks big enough. We will just need to position it in a place that we like. And now you take a pen, or you can write this down anywhere you like. We just write down the position of the mushroom, which is -154 -20 0, rotation 27000, and the scale, which is 3500 and 3500. We do this because, as you remember, these changes will not save in the code, because we are now in the game, and all changes that we do here will not be saved. Now we can turn this off, and now let's find that note again. This is the note because it says buy quad notes button, and now we just set it here, and put in the values that we wrote down. And then we move along, and as you can see, this is also the mushroom note from the store, because this says buy unlock all nodes button, and we do the same here with the same values. This is not the one that we are looking for, and this one we need to change. And this one also we need to change. This one as well. Okay, this is environment, and I think that, yep, we should be change all the nodes that we had to change. So let's check it out. So take to the shop. Whoa, and one is out of position. And let's find the one who is out of position. And it is buy 8,000 shrooms. Oh, and as you can see, there is one digit missing. We put it in, and there we have it. So we will change that, and now we will fix this upper shroom, and it is this one. This is the shroom that is up there. We will just make it bigger. bigger. This looks okay. Well, just put it even more bigger. Yes, that looks better. So now we write down the things that we change. We change rotation and we change the scale. So we will just write down 2, 0 and 5, 5, 5. Now we just turn this off. We still have the same note here. And we just put it to empty. 5, 5, 5. And we change this one. And this looks good. Okay, now I want to change this as well. And I can do it. Okay, we can change it here under the score. I will change the font here and here. Now the font will be different and will look a little nicer. We also can change the color as well, but I will leave the same color because I don't want to change it. So that's it. This is how you change the user interface graphics for the code. On the next video, we will go through the in-app purchase settings, how to change Game Center leaderboard ID, and how to change out network IDs. So see you later.